Welcome to the Steve Stine Guitar Podcast, brought to you by GuitarZoom.com. If you want to improve your guitar playing, keep listening. If you want to improve even faster, go to GuitarZoom.com, where you'll find all of Steve's premium courses, masterclasses, and memberships that'll help you quickly and easily improve your playing. Now here's your host, Steve Stine.
Hey, Steve Stine here. Thank you so much for joining me for my 10-minute rock licks lessons, where we're going to be looking at different fun and creative rock licks that you can use in your playing. If you like this, please do me a favor, like and share and subscribe to the channel, and check out my guitar courses, namely my guitar course Rock Licks over at GuitarZoom.com. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, in this guitar lick, what we're going to be looking at is the C Mixolydian scale. And there's a couple of different ways that you can look at this. So if you're not sure of what Mixolydian is and that sort of thing, we're going to look at it a couple of different ways. But basically what we're doing is we're taking the major scale in C, okay, and we're going to flat that seventh. So we get that minor seventh sound, which sounds great for blues. And it's going to remind you a lot of pentatonic, minor pentatonic as well, but let's finish the thought here. So we've got our Mixolydian, but instead of just playing all the notes like oftentimes we wind up doing, what we want to do is take a couple of those notes out and make this a little more interesting by creating larger intervals, larger distances between the notes. So instead of playing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the second note. See that? So I have 1, 2, I'm going to skip 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to skip the 6 as well. So I'm just going to play this. And it sounds a little more interesting. We've got our triad sitting there with our dominant seventh sound there. See that? And then what we're going to do is we're going to head up and keep going. So now we're just doing the next octave here. Now, for those of you that look at this more from a pentatonic perspective, what you can kind of see happening here, if we were looking at this as minor pentatonic, what I'm really doing is taking that minor pentatonic and I'm simply adding in, instead of playing the minor third, right there, I'm going to play the major third. Okay? That's what I'm doing.
If you're enjoying this episode and you'd like to support the podcast, go to GuitarZoom.com and consider becoming a premium member. There are 3 memberships to choose from. VIP, which gives you instant access to a library of short but powerful courses as well as new bite-sized lessons each month. There's also Play Songs that gives you step-by-step lessons so you can learn to play your favorite songs fast. And finally, there's Masterclass, university-level training on everything from soloing to music theory, from blues to home recording. For more info about these memberships and all the premium courses available to you, go to GuitarZoom.com. Now back to the podcast.
So I'm taking this note and changing it to that note. So instead of being E flat, it becomes E. Okay? And I'm putting that E right here. So if you look at it, then I'm just playing pentatonic from there, if you're visualizing it this way. And then here, that's an octave, so I have to fix that. And that's an octave there as well, so I have... Now, there's a lot of different cool ways that you can use this. Now, obviously, if you were soloing in something bluesy, again, not minor blues per se, but just kind of a rock and roll style blues, and you're doing your normal pentatonic-y kind of stuff, you can drop into this. So notice, like right here, how I'm playing 11, 8, and then 9 and 10 there. And I've always loved this first string coming off of here. I'm love that sound. See? And then another thing that I like to do with this is I can take this note right here, which is the G, and I can put it over here on the 3rd string instead. So when I come off of this, instead of dropping down here to the 8th fret, I go to the 12th fret of the 3rd string, and I get that kind of thing. And then I can, of course, drop from there into whatever. See that? So it's kind of cool. You could be playing just regular minor pentatonic and then drop into for a different kind of sound. So it's a really effective kind of lick, very sort of Eric Johnson-y in a way. And again, we could look at this from the Mixolydian perspective if you know that, or we can just look at it as a minor pentatonic, but we're taking the 3rd, the minor 3rd, and we're switching it to a major 3rd. And again, whatever works for you in your mind, and most importantly in your fingers for execution, is what we're looking for. So hopefully that lick helps you a little bit. If it does, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, comment, let me know how it's going for you. And do me a favor, go to GuitarZoom.com if you get a chance and check out my guitar course, Rock Licks, that houses all kinds of different licks in the context of solos and things like that where we discuss them, and other guitar courses that I have available as well. So take care, stay positive, and I'll talk to you soon. Next time on the Steve Stine Guitar Podcast. Okay, a really fun solo to look at is, in my opinion, is Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. It's certainly one of Jimmy's easier solos to play. It's got a real authentic feel to it, though, so it's not all, just 8ths and 16ths. It's got a real kind of flow to it, so you got to get used to that a little bit. But let's first just break down a little bit of what's going on in the rhythm. I don't want to spend too much time with that, but I would like to give you the basic idea. So the first lick you've got here is this. What's happening there is you're going to play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. You're going to hit the 5th fret with a hammer on. Then you're going to go back to that 3. And while you're doing that, you're going to pluck the 1st string along with it. Then you're going to play the 4 on the 3rd string, and you're going to slide back. And then I do a pull-off. And then you go to the 2 on the 4th string. Hey, Steve Stine here from GuitarZoom.com, and thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, can I ask you a favor? Please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend. Your feedback means more to me than you'll ever know. And be sure to check out my YouTube channels where you'll find over 1,000 videos to help you with your guitar playing. Thanks again for listening. Stay positive, keep playing, and keep having fun.
If you'd like some help with your guitar playing but you're not sure how to get started, go to GuitarZoom.com and look for the Help Me Choose survey. By answering a few simple questions, you'll get Steve's personal recommendation of the perfect course for you. All this and more is available for you at GuitarZoom.com.